Mr. Peter Wood.
All right, Mr. Wood. Yes, I thought I saw you earlier. Go right ahead, sir.
Hi, I'm Peter Wood. I'm a resident of Ward 1 in the Adams Morgan neighborhood, and I'm here today to express my full support for the Reclaim Rent Control platform. Now, beyond my professional duties, I'm involved with multiple activist organizations, and I'm also a candidate for an advisory neighborhood commission. And in both capacities, I've spoken with a lot of residents who've expressed similar frustrations over how affordable housing issues are addressed by DC government. Now, I am encouraged by the commitment expressed today to schedule a hearing on November 5th for the omnibus bill. This is an important bill and it must pass, but I am also aware that gestures of goodwill like this often materialize to little more than just that, gestures. Now, I'm not here to explore the statistical and analytical justifications for why expanding rent control and making it permanent are good policy. There are many people who are far more qualified than I am who have already done so. But I do want to express a little bit of my experience. So I'm a young person, I'm a renter, and I also was not born into a wealthy family, which puts me into the majority of residents in the District of Columbia, and also means that I am drastically underrepresented in DC Council and all other levels of government. Now, I bring this up because discussions of rent control and just tenant rights in general are often not driven by people in positions such as mine, but rather those with the capital available to invest in real estate and participate in the speculative real estate market. Now, I just want to close with a kind of brief anecdote. A few months ago, I was in the hallway talking to my landlord, and despite the fact that on almost a moment's notice, he can make my life significantly more difficult, I think we actually had a moment. And we were both scared. We both had lost almost, well, in my case, almost all of my income due to the global health crisis, and he was also in a position of panic. But we also realized that the dynamic of conflict wasn't necessarily between the two of us, but it was between those who are in positions of vulnerability during times of strife and those who are in elected positions and otherwise who have the ability and the institutional responsibility to protect us indefinitely. And that's why I'm here to advocate for the Reclaim Rent Control platform, because, as I said, there is an institutional obligation from our elected officials to not only look out for our best interests, but to institutionalize them as the status quo, and also a moral responsibility to their constituents to make sure that the people who are most vulnerable are not the ones who are bearing the brunt of crises and long-term burdens of simple existence in a city that is increasingly more expensive and more tedious and emotionally more traumatic for people to simply exist within.